Introduction to Computers Networking. Learners' Outcomes. After completing this chapter, you will be able to define computer network. List the benefits of a network. List hardware and requirements to establish a computer network. Differentiate between various types of networks and their nature. List advantages and disadvantages of various topologies. Creative computer network. Define network topology. Define protocol. Use Cordova Smart Class software on the smart board in class to learn about networking. Introduction. Networking refers to the interconnection of various devices to share their resources. A network is a group of devices connected with one another. Cable networks, television networks and telephone networks are examples of network. Internet, satellite, telephone and cable network, ISP head office, dish antenna, different types of networks, TV setup, converter, cable modem. A network ties things together. When we create a network of different devices, it is called networking. Computer network. A computer network is a collection of computers and peripheral devices, collectively known as network components, connected by communication links. In order to establish a computer network, we need at least two or more than two computers and some other devices. These devices are interconnected using a communication medium such as a wire. Internet, modem, router, firewall, desktop, laptop. The communication media or links allow the network components to work together. The network components may be located at remote locations or within the same building. Creating a computer network. A network can be of any size. For example, a small network can be created by connecting two computers for sharing files. A file server is a computer that distributes or serves application, programs, and data files to the workstation. A printer is usually attached to the file server. This printer is often referred to as a network printer, cable, workstation, file server. Your computer is a workstation on the network. It is connected to the other computers and devices by a communication channel such as a cable. A network can connect millions of computers to exchange information all over the world. The Internet is the world's largest computer network. When you connect your computer to a network using a cable or other communication media, you become a network user and the computer becomes a workstation on the network. Your workstation has all its usual resources called local resources, such as a local hard drive and a local printer. Your workstation can also access files stored on a file server and make use of other network resources. Remember, a file server is a computer connected to the network which serves or distributes files to the network users. Network resources include disk, storage space, printer, and other peripheral devices able. Practical in computer lab. Visit the computer lab in your school and closely examine the computer network there. Prepare a list of the number of computers and other peripheral devices connected to the network. Network benefits. Many companies and individuals have discovered that there are several benefits of connecting computers together. Network can benefit the users by increasing productivity, lowering the costs, and much more. Ease of access. The network stores most of the information on a central computer. Storing information on one or two central computers makes it easy for people to work with and manage their files. A network also allows people to access their information from other computers on the network. Work from home. The network has dedicated computers that allow people to connect to the company's network using a modem. Once users are connected to the network, they can work with any data available on the network. Networks makes it easy for people to access office information from home. Sharing resources. Computers connected to a network can share equipments and devices, including printers and hard drives. These equipments and devices are called resources. The ability to share resources reduces the cost of buying computer hardware. For example, instead of buying a printer for each person on a network, everyone on the network can share one central printer. Sharing information. You can use a network to exchange information with other people. Information can be in any form of data, such as documents created in a word processing program or information provided by the school database. Increase productivity. Using the computers connected to a network, people can exchange information with one another. When employees can easily access and exchange information, they can work more efficiently. For example, network allows people in different offices to work on a project together. This also reduces the need for hard copies of all the documents. Sharing programs. Most of the people who are connected to a network use a central computer to work with different programs such as word processors and spreadsheets. Network makes installing programs simple because only one copy of a program needs to be installed on a central computer. Administration. Networking makes it easy to monitor and control the entire company's computers. Many companies have a person called the network administrator who oversees all administration for the network. Security. Before accessing information on a network, users must enter a username and password. This ensures that only authorized people can use the information stored on the network. Username and password allows the network administrator to keep track of everyone who uses the computers on a network. Networks have built-in security programs. These security programs monitor and report any abnormal activity on a computer network to the network administrator. Networks can be set up to refuse access to anyone who enters an incorrect password. This discourages the unauthorized users from trying to access the information on the network. Network hardware. Network hardware includes the physical components that work together to create a network. All computer networks require at least the following hardware. Computer. The most important job of a network is to link computers together. When computers are linked, the people using the computers can work more efficiently. Computers connected to a network need not to be of the same type. Many networks contain different types of computers such as IBM compatible and Macintosh. Do you know special software are required to make different computers compatible with each other? Cables. Cables are the wires that connected computers and resources on a network. Different kinds of cables can be used depending on the type and size of the network. The type of a cable used often determines the speed of the network, how quickly the information travels through the network to reach its destination. For some networks, several miles of cables may be required. Connectors. A connector is a device that joins two computers or networks together. Network interface card. A network interface card is a device that joins a cable to a computer. Most network interface cards are installed inside a computer. The edge of the card can be seen at the back of the computer. An NIC has a port where the network cable plugs in. Do you know? Nowadays, most of the computers are designed with pre-installed network interface card. Most of the laptops come with inbuilt wireless network cards. Update yourself. Technology is the wireless computer network that allows users to connect to the internet without wires or cables. A device enabled with Wi-Fi can connect to the internet when it lies within the range of a wireless network. Types of networks. There are various types of computer networks. Generally, the following types of networks are used. Personal area network. A personal area network is a computer network used for communication among various electronic devices such as personal computers and mobile phones in a close proximity. The area of a PAN is typically a few meters. PANs can be used for communication among the devices or for connecting to the internet. A PAN may use wireless connection as well. Personal area network. Local area network. A local area network is the most common type of network. A LAN connects computers and devices located close to one another, such as in one building. Usually, these types of network does not consist of more than 100 computers. For example, computers connected in an office. Local area network. Campus area network. A campus area network is a computer network made of an interconnection of two or more local area networks within a limited area. This type of network is larger than a local area network but smaller than wide area network. Metropolitan area network. A metropolitan area network is also a collection of local area networks. Metropolitan area network connects computers located in the same geographical area, such as a city or a town. For example, branches of a local bank in a city. Metropolitan area network. Do you know? Campus area network can be considered as one of the forms of metropolitan area network specific to an academic setting. Look, there are dark clouds in the sky.
Yes, see the silver lines around them. They look very beautiful.
Don't you think they are rain clouds?
They look like rain clouds. We may get heavy rain very soon.
I think you are right. We are already getting cool breeze.
Let us hurry and get to some good shelter.
Is there any nice building nearby?
Look, there is a concrete building over there.
It is of no use to us. It will be guarded by ferocious dogs.
Well, then, we shall go to that poor hut.
But it will be stinging.
In that case, we shall run back to our dear homes.
Who is that boy with the yellow shirt?
He is my friend Arun. He is a good friend of mine. He is a clever boy.
Is he cleverer than Amir?
There is no doubt about it. Probably he is the cleverest boy in the whole class. Wide area network, WAN. A wide area network connects local area network and MAN together. The network that makes up a wide area network may be located throughout a country or even around the world. For example, internet and ATM facility. When a single company owns and controls a wide area network, it is often called as an enterprise network. Nature of computer network. Permanent network. Most companies use a permanent network to transfer information. A permanent network uses cables to link computers together. The computers and cables on a permanent network stay connected in place at all times. Temporary network. A temporary network is a network connection that is established for a brief period of time and then gets disconnected. The most common type of temporary network occurs when an employee connects a computer at home to a computer at the workplace using a modem. Network topology. The art of connecting different computers in a network is known as topology. The term network topology refers to the way in which the nodes, computer or other devices that need to communicate of a network linked together. It determines the data path which may be used between any pair of nodes in the network. There are three basic topologies: star topology, ring topology, bus topology. Star topology. In a star topology, all the nodes are connected to a central system called switch, which forwards data towards its financial destination. The switch controls the communication on the network. Advantages of star topology. Star topology has minimal line cost. If any of the local computer fails, the remaining portion of the network remains unaffected. Disadvantages of star topology. The system crucially depends on the central switch. If it fails, the entire network goes down. Ring topology. In a ring topology, the nodes are connected in a closed loop so that each device is connected to two other devices, one on either side. The computers in a ring topology are connected in the shape of closed ring. Data travels only in one direction in a ring. Each computer passes the data to the next one on the line automatically. Advantages of ring topology. The ring topology works well where there is no central site computer system. It is more reliable than star topology. Disadvantages of ring topology. The ring topology requires more complicated control software. Failure of one node results in the failure of the entire network. Bus topology. In a bus topology, all the nodes are connected to a central cable called bus. In bus topology, a bus is a single continuous cable. Transmission from any node travels the length of the bus in both directions and can be received by all other nodes in the network. The bus has terminators at either nodes which absorbs the signal, removing it from the bus. Advantages of bus topology. It is quite easy to set up. Failure of one node does not affect the rest of the network. Disadvantages of bus topology. It offers limited flexibility for change. A signal on the bus must be strong enough to reach the receiver. Remember, a node is a computer or any other device on a network that communicates with other devices. The way in which the nodes of a network are linked together is called topology. Do you know? Hubs are also used instead of switches to connect the computers, but switches are preferred more because of their better efficiency. Protocol. A network protocol defines rules for communication between network devices. Internet protocol, IP. It is protocol by which data is sent from one computer to another on the internet. Which computer on the internet has at least one IP address that uniquely identifies it. all other computers on the internet. When you send or receive data, the messages are received divided into the form of packets. These packets contain both the senders and the driver's IP addresses. The internet protocol just delivers them. Transmission control protocol. It is the protocol that puts the packets back in the right order. Hypertext transfer protocol (HTTP). It is a set of rules for transferring files, text, graphic images, sound, videos and other multimedia files on the World Wide Web. As soon as a user opens the web browser, the user is indirectly making use of the HTTP. HTTP is an application protocol that runs on the top of the TCP IP protocols. Do you know? Transmission Control Protocol and Internet Protocol are together known as TCP or IP. Key points. A network is a group of devices connected with another. A computer network is a collection of computers and peripheral devices connected by communication skills. A file server is a computer that distributes application programs and data files to the workstation. Your computer is a workstation on the network. A network can improve your work by increasing productivity, lowering the cost and much more. The art of connecting different computers in a network is known as topology. A network protocol defines rules for communication between network devices.
MS Access. Microsoft Office Access is a popular relational database management system. It is one of the applicable software of Microsoft Office package. MS Access is widely used by individuals having small scale business within the department of large corporations and also used by hobby programs to create customized systems for handling the creations and manipulation of data. It is a development environment used to create a computer database for the Microsoft Windows family of operating systems. In Microsoft Access, the data is arranged in the form of tables. Every specific pieces of information in the table is known as value. A value is located at the intersection of column and row. The total number of values in the table is the number of rows multiplied by the number of columns. The initial code name MS Office was Cirrus. Relational Database Management System. A relational database is a collection of data items organized as a set of formally described tables. Data can be accessed or reassembled from this table in different ways without a need to recognize the database table. The concept of relational database was given by E.F. Code at IBM 1970. In addition to being relatively easy to create and access, a relational database has an important advantage of being easily extendable. After the original database creation, a new data category can be added without modifying all the existing applicants. A relational database is a set of tables containing data fitted into some predefined categories. Each table contains one or more data categories in column. For example, a typical business order in a database would include a table that describes the customer detail with the column for the name, address and phone number. There are many RDBM software available. Database objects. All objects of database are stored in single file. These are managed through the database window. Let us discuss the main object of database. Table. A table is a part of database where the actual data is stored. MS Access stores the related entry in the row. This row is called record. Each type of detail in record is stored in columns known as fields. For example, in a table, the name of all students of our classes can be stored in one field with the field name as name and all the data entered under the field name, address, age together from record of particular student. Query. A query is used to extract information from the database. The output of query is a record or group of records that fulfill a creation condition. An example of query is to get the record of student with roll number 32. Form. A form resembles a fill in the blanks sheet that you will fill completely by hand, such as a job application. Hence, a form is where to enter data into the database. MS Access links form database and stores the information that you put into the form of the table. Just as forms are designed to one screen, reports are designed to printed with access one design and report quickly based on the database table. Introduction. A computer is an electronic machine or a device that processes data to given information. People use computer to access data. Data is a symbol of raw facts and figures. Data need to produce to make meaningful and useful. When the data is processed for some meaning, it becomes information. A collection of related tables data is called a database. A simple example of database is attendance register of a class maintained by your teacher. A personal telephone dictionary is also an example of the database. Databases are very useful in maintaining data. Some advantages are easy retrieval of data, reduction of the data inconsistency, easy manipulation of data, reduction of data redundancy, easy sharing of data, high data security.